Have you ever wondered how to use your business name in your email? Hi, welcome to another episode of Tech Talk. In this episode, we're going to be covering on how to purchase a domain name and how to set it up as your email address. Without further ado, let's get going. All right, so where do we begin? First things first is we need to get a domain name. There's multiple places we can get domain names. We can go to GoDaddy, Google Domains, Bluehost, Domain.com, or even Namecheap, just to name a few. But those are the top ones that I could think of where you can get a domain name. All right, me personally, I chose GoDaddy because that's what I've been using to buy my domain names for a long time. So no issues, there's no reason for me to move over to somebody else. So now you're at GoDaddy. Now, whatever name what you're looking for, you're gonna put it here. So for example, I'm looking for a new domain name, which is Black is Search, and just hit search domain. As you can see, it's available, so we're gonna go ahead and purchase it. I never do the protection, no thanks. I mean, you can if you want your privacy. I don't really care too much, so I'm just gonna go no thanks. I don't need them to build a website for me, no thanks. And continue to cart. You can choose to do it for 5 years. I normally just do for 1 year. So for $11, we'll have our domain name. So now we wait. So let's refresh. Here you go. All right, so I'm done with this part right here. Now we're gonna go into the next step. So to do the email part of it now, there's two different platforms. We can either go Microsoft Office 365, or we can do Google Workspace, which is G Suite. Those are the two options that we can go to, so you can pick and choose. If you want to be more cost effective, you can go the Google route. If you don't care about cost too much, then you can go the Microsoft Office 365 route. Both of them are good options. It all depends on what you're trying to accomplish. So me personally, to get started, I'm gonna go with Google Workspace. So to get started, we're gonna go to here, get started. It's just me right now. I'm gonna go to next. Whoops. I'm gonna put my information in here. So it just asked me to put my domain name, and now it's gonna verify. For the first email, so it's asking how would you sign in. For the first email, I normally do like a general email for like info at whatever it is. And for password, I need to create a password. I use a site called DinoPass. Oops, wrong site. Do a Google search real quick. DinoPass. I always use generated a couple times. So once I generated a password, I go ahead and paste it here. Not a robot. And agree. I normally use a password manager too, but for this example here, I just did DinoPass, which is another option of creating strong passwords. With Google, with this one, to just for one user is going to be $12 per month, just for one user. So I'm going to go next. And account type, business, the domain name. Oh, this is the business this is the business name, so we're gonna call it BLK Biz Search. And I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out. All right, so once the payment has gone through, now we're gonna start doing the setup. So we're gonna hit continue, setup, hit next. And right now we're going into the admin part of it, so that way we're able to set up the different emails that we need to set up. And this is how we're gonna control the whole account. Like for example, if you're hiring a new person, you're able to assign them a user and give them their own email address with the same domain name. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna verify that the domain that we said it is, that is verifying that it's us. That is our domain. This is gonna take some time to do its thing. All right, so far we've activated Gmail. Now we're gonna go ahead and create a new user. So create a new user. Whatever. I'm gonna continue since I already have the info at. So we hit skip for now. So we're gonna send a test email to see if it went through. Send. And then now we're gonna log into our Gmail. I already have it right here, so I'm just gonna log into it. Go to Gmail. Get started. And this is the test email that we just sent, just to make sure that it went through. In closing, this is how simple it is to set up a custom domain for your email address for your business. It's something that's not that hard and it's not that expensive. I highly recommend, if you do have a business and you are taking that business serious, for you to have a professional looking email using the free email services like gmail.com, yahoo.com, or AOL.com. Not only does not help you with any security features, and it also does not look professional. So if you guys need help with setting up something like that, please feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy to help you.